Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josephine, your favorite teacher as usual. Well guys, if you're new here, please hit the subscription box so you don't miss any of our information, because we are always talking about teaching jobs in Dubai, teaching assistant jobs in Dubai, how to get jobs in Dubai. So guys, if you need information about Dubai, if you need information about teaching in Dubai, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my videos. And for my existing subscribers, thank you for your love, and thank you for always sticking around and watching my videos and liking and commenting. Well guys, I know it's been a while since I last made a video, but I've been doing something new for my life, and very soon I'll be sharing to you guys. Anyways guys, so I realized that I never made a video about challenges of working as a teaching assistant. Of course, I made a video of the benefits of working as a teaching assistant, but I never, a teacher or a teaching assistant, but I never made challenges. And in every job, it has its challenges and its benefits. So it's up to you to weigh which one works for you better. Like the job has more benefits or it has more challenges. Anyways, let's dive right into it. The first challenges that most teaching assistants face is difficult parents. Yes, we remember we do work with parents from different backgrounds. Now, working in an international school, we do work with parents from different backgrounds. So, and they have different expectations from us teaching assistants and from the teachers. So some parents expect you to do everything for their child, and they will complain about anything, everything, any simple thing, they will complain about it. If a child has a small scratch, they complain about it. Sometimes the child even have the scratch from home, and if we happen not to see it in the morning, they will still complain about it. If a child didn't eat like most of their food because they don't want to eat it, the parents will complain about it. So like there are those parents who complain about each and every small thing about their child. So their children, sometimes we call them like VIP children, for those parents who always complain about it. And they are lazy parents who will expect you to do everything for their child. Like it's a nursery section, of course. They expect us to change the diapers, which we do. They expect, but there are parents who will bring their children in the morning, like with the diapers they slept in. Imagine, with the diapers they slept in the previous night, they don't change. They just bring them and they expect you to do each and everything. And another thing about the difficult parents who look at us teaching assistants as like nannies to their children. These are facts. These are facts. I'm not exaggerating anything. These are facts. So we had this one Emirati parent, he's a dad. So he comes in and picks his child, and he's like, oh, did she go to the toilet? We were like, yeah, she just went to the toilet 5 minutes ago, because the child was potty training. Then he was like, no, can you guys please take her back to the toilet, because we are going a long way and she might pee in the car. Could you please take her back and try to make her pee? So we're like, yeah. So the dad said, yalla, come on, go to your nanny. And he was like, yalla, go to your nanny and go to the toilet. We all looked at each other like this, me and my other Filipino colleagues. So imagine if a parent is telling the child that these are your nannies. Of course, the child will consider you like, you're my nanny. And which is not good because we are teaching those children. They need to respect the fact that we are teaching them and we are their teachers. So not saying that the nannies are not doing their job. I respect the nannies, they are doing their job. But teaching assistants are not nannies, they are teachers. We do teach your children, and most times we know your children more than the teachers, even more than the parents themselves. So we do bond with those children and we do teach them a lot of things. So that's one of the challenges faced by teaching assistant are the difficult parents. They will complain about everything. And sometimes the parents will not even like you out of nowhere, and they will always complain about you, about you, about you. So another challenge is difficult teachers. You realize being a teaching assistant is working alongside a teacher, a main teacher. So you have a main teacher and a teaching assistant. And depending on the curriculum that you guys follow, like in my school, we follow a British curriculum. So depending on the age group and the number of children in the classroom, that's the number of teaching assistants you have. So with the smaller age, the more teaching assistants are there. With the bigger age, the less teaching assistants are there. So imagine you have a teacher, one teacher, and maybe two teaching assistants, or one teacher and four teaching assistants, or one teacher and I like one teaching assistant, depending. So sometimes they do hire inexperienced teachers, teachers who have never even experienced teaching, working with small children, just because they have a bachelor's degree or they have a passport from a country they prefer to hire from. So they will hire them as long as they have the bachelor's degree and the passport from where they like to hire from. So imagine working with a teacher who has never worked with small children. They don't know what to expect. They don't like the children that much. So that makes your work hard as a teaching assistant, and you wouldn't want to step over them because the teacher is like your boss in the classroom. So sometimes you just step aside and let them do their thing, and sometimes it's really, really, really that bad working with an experienced teacher. They make your work difficult, they make your life difficult. So that's another challenge. And still on difficult teachers, remember we all come from different backgrounds. Like the teacher will just don't like you, they don't like you. So they come, they are supposed to work with you, but they don't like you for no reason. You've never done anything to them, but they just don't like you. Or maybe they prefer to work with someone from a different country or a different nationality. These things. So, but you're in their class, so they are expected to work with you, but they don't like to. So that attitude each and every day will show that, of course, you need to work with me, but I don't like you. They will almost throw it in your face all the time. So that's another challenge. So since we all come from different nationalities, so they will just not like you, the teachers, and it will make your work very, very difficult, because remember, you guys need to collaborate inside the classroom so the classroom can run smoothly. But imagine an environment where you guys don't like each other, because if someone doesn't like you, automatically you won't like them as well. So the environment will be toxic, and that goes back to your fellow teaching assistants as well, because remember, sometimes you're four in the classroom, sometimes you're two in the classroom. So if you guys don't collaborate with each other, the environment becomes so toxic, and you don't like a working environment. So sometimes your fellow teaching assistants can be difficult as well. Like maybe they prefer to work with their own nationality and you're the one in their classroom, or they will report each and everything about the simple thing that you've done. Because remember, you need to collaborate. Like, okay, so we have to do this, we have to do this. So if you guys are not collaborating, each and everyone is talking behind the other's back, then it's a challenge as well. Another challenge is the workload. The workload. So teaching assistants really work so hard. We do work so hard. We even work so hard more than the teachers in most cases. So there are schools that depending on the curriculum, they run from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is the morning program, and from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So they have the aftercare programs. So those aftercare programs, still the teaching assistants have to run them. So imagine being with children from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. the whole day, imagine. And about the workload, they are depending on the school that you work with. There are schools that do not hire cleaners and they expect you. So when the children go at 1, you are supposed to clean your classroom and then prepare it and then prepare the activities for the next day, and then you still have to do the aftercare activities as well. So sometimes the workload can be so much, but there are schools that do hire cleaners. So depending on the school that's hiring you, so you are supposed to work from 8, in fact from 7 to 5. During that time, you have a 1 hour break where you eat your lunch and you rest for a minute for only 1 hour, and then you go back to your duties, prepare for the next day's activities, prepare the plan. The teachers do prepare the plan, but you are supposed to put that plan into place, prepare the activities, then so the workload sometimes can be much. Another thing is working with special needs children. So most British curriculum schools, they do encourage diversity, like they don't discriminate among children. So they do allow children with special needs, but sometimes it's really, really very challenging to work with children with autism. Like a teacher will be having a circle time, and children with autism, they don't sit still for a long time. Sometimes they will run around and they will distract each and every child inside the classroom while the teacher is doing circle time. And it's your responsibility as a teaching assistant to make sure that the class is very settled when the teacher is doing circle time. So it's your responsibility to make sure you sit that child, which is very, very difficult. And sometimes parents need to hire shadow teachers for such children, for children with special needs. But parents, they don't like to spend money, so they will pretend, be like, yeah, anytime we will hire the shadow teacher, and they end up not hiring the shadow teachers. And then that challenging child will be inside the classroom and it will be your responsibility. Remember, you have like 20 more children to take care of, but you can't do that because you need to focus on that child with special needs. So yeah, that's also sometimes challenging if parents don't hire shadow teachers for special needs children as well. And another thing is communication sometimes can be a problem among the parents, especially we have children from different countries. We have the Chinese, we have the Koreans, we have the Russians, we have the Egyptians, we have the Emiratis. So a parent will bring a child who only speaks Arabic. They only communicate in Arabic. And you need to communicate with that child, like sit down, do this and this, do this and this. And it's like very difficult to communicate with them because they don't understand you. So that's also a problem. And another thing, communicating with the parents themselves. Their parents who totally don't understand English. But remember, you need to communicate to them about how the child was, what the child need. So sometimes it becomes a problem as well. So like sometimes you need to get a translator to translate talking to that parent. So, you know, that's another challenge as well. So guys, those are some of the challenges that teaching assistants do face. And like I always tell you, no job is has only its benefits. No, all the jobs have their own challenges and their benefits. It doesn't matter which job you work at, it has always its challenges and its benefits. So it's up to you to weigh, are the challenges more than the benefits, or are the benefits more than the challenges? So guys, yeah, I felt it's not fair for me to only give you the benefits without giving you the challenges. But I'll say this, all the time I worked as a teaching assistant, like I didn't face so many challenges. I did face some of the challenges, but I overcame most of them. So I felt like the benefits of working as a teaching assistant or a teacher were more than the challenges, because I love working with those tiny beings. They are so amazing and they are so cute. So guys, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And another thing, guys, I do have some news for you guys. I moved to another country, but I'll make a video and inform you guys where I moved to. So stick around. Don't forget to wait for my video where I tell you where I moved to. Thank you, guys.